Hi guys, so I'm here at the Tanyno stand for the second day of ProWine. My name is Sampaio from Jovem do Vinho, and today I have the pleasure and the honor to talk to José, the chief winemaker from Viña Aquitania, another amazing producer from the Tanyno portfolio. It's a pleasure to have you, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So we were talking a little bit earlier. You became the chief winemaker at Viña Aquitania in 2019.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you made some changes to Viña Aquitania. So what happened after you got involved with the project?
Yes. I mean, at first, it was my first job. So I didn't came as I wanted to change everything because I didn't have really the expertise and experience to make those changes. Also, Viña Aquitania is a very French traditional winery. So it has its recipe very steady, a very steady recipe. And the recipe actually works very well. So you will find yourself like working in a place where everything is doing pretty well. So the changes are very little details, and of course you put your opinion in every single time that you're deciding some blends and some styles of vinification, depending on the year. But mostly we have a pretty nice recipe that comes from a tradition of 30 years of great Bordeaux winemakers, and of course a great Chilean winemaker that is Felipe Sorminier.
Amazing. And speaking of tradition, a few years after you joined Viña Aquitania, you left to go to one of the most traditional bodegas in the world, Vega Sicilia, and you stayed there for a little bit and then came back. What happened at Vega Sicilia, and how did that influence you and your winemaking style when you went back to Viña Aquitania?
Yeah, of course. As you said, I had a pretty nice chance to go to Spain, to Ribera del Duero, to work with two very nice human beings. The one is Gonzalo Iturriaga, that is the enological director of Vega Sicilia, and as well with Juan José Parra, that is the winemaker of Vega Sicilia. As I said, two great human beings, and of course two great and admirable winemakers. And there I had the chance to learn more from the winemaker, from the winemaking techniques of Tempranillo mostly, because they vinificate mostly 95% of Tempranillo, a little percentage of Cabernet Sauvignon. So Tempranillo is the thing there, and mostly I think one of the most important things that I learned there, it's the high-end techniques, all the technology that they have. Also, they work like very handcraft style. They're not like inventing the wheel, as we say in Spanish, inventando la rueda, but they do it very traditionally, but they work very precisely and taking care of all the details and using all the techniques and the technology that the industry can offer nowadays.
That's amazing. And well, going back to Chile, we were talking a little earlier, you have something quite unique because you have two different vineyards in radically different places. You vinify all in the same place. But what does it mean for you as a winemaker to have to deal with two different climates, two different environments, two different harvests? What kind of challenges do you have every year?
Yeah, of course. The challenges are to vinificate, as you said, the grapes that are coming from very different terroirs, very different climatic zones. Of course, we have the luck to have a great team in both places that take care of the vineyards. And mostly the challenging part is to bring the grapes from the south, 650 kilometers south from Santiago, to the cellar in a safe way, in great condition. And yes, that's one of the most challenging things. We have been managing pretty well, so the grapes come in great shape to the cellar. And of course, you have to adapt to two different climate years, because in Maipo you can have one climatic year, very hot, very dry, I don't know, it depends. And in Traiguén you can have a rainy year, very cold climate year, So you have to adapt the techniques in vinification for both whites and reds at the same time.
And if I'm not mistaken, one of those is organic, yeah?
Yeah, the Peñalolén vineyard in Maipo, it's certified organic in the production of the grapes.
Yes.
We're working to certify these coming years the cellar to make the wines get the certificate of
because this is something for the people at home that don't know. Sometimes the vineyard may be organic, but not the winemaking.
Exactly.
But the question is, given that you have one vineyard that is organic and one that isn't, what are the main differences in the taking care of the vineyard between an organic and a non-organic vineyard?
Yeah, mostly we, as you said, we work organically the vineyard of Maipo, and we kind of work organically to the vineyard in Traiguén also, because we have very little inputs to the vineyard. Mostly it's sulfur to take care of the fungus diseases mostly. But we're thinking also in turning organic the Traiguén vineyard. But the most challenging thing of that is that as you have a very rainy harvest season in Traiguén, the fungus intensity and the fungus pressure in those times are the grapes are very sensible to these problems. Makes us sometimes to use some options that are not organic. They are not like toxic or something or anything, but sometimes they're not certified products, so we have to put them in order to take care of the grapes and make the grapes to come in great shape to the cellar in Santiago.
It's amazing. Well, you're doing an amazing job, and I think year after year you're gonna obviously learn from your mistakes, get better by the year, and it's amazing to see what kind of wines you're making in Chile. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.